Now we'll be live. Howdy, everybody. LiquidOtacon here. And I'm joined by my good friends ETPC, October, and Ooligant. And it is November 9th. It is well after 2 o'clock now. And yeah, we're here to show off the new Proving Grounds build. Now, this isn't complete. Some of the combat sequences haven't been finished. Some of the um, scripting sequences haven't been finished, and a lot of the dialogue hasn't been implemented just yet. So it's going to be mostly just kind of going over some of the geometry changes of the maps and some of the flow changes. But yeah. Um,
I'm looking forward to everything breaking
of
now.
course, yeah.
Yep. Everything's already broken today, so
Right,
what's
yeah.
more breaking?
I already did the intro once,
Welcome.
and then we started. And even though I didn't start, so definitely let me know how audio levels are. If I need to tweak anything, I'll leave that one up to you guys. Of course, you know. But yeah, let's get started.
I might be a little bit hot in the mic.
You might be a little hot in the mic. Well, everybody, Discord is all its own big thing. So I'll turn you guys down a little bit in general.
Okay.
But yeah, okay.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, bro. October.
What?
Do you have a problem?
Yeah, it's missing an audio file.
Oh no!
Welcome to the stream, everybody.
Oh, Liquid, that one's on you.
Classic. That one's on me. All right. Yeah.
Wonders.
Because I haven't touched the map in how many.
No, I know. That's fair.
It's a placeholder.
Live game development, folks.
God damn it.
A placeholder file. Oh, Liquid.
Oh, man. All
Repeat
right.
after me.
It's okay. Placeholder sounds...
The entire fork is on stream.
That's okay. It's gone for a second.
Okay.
There's no information they can get from that, so...
Okay.
There's no one's emails. There's, at the most mine, so... Feel free to harass the shit out of me, I guess.
Please don't. Please, no harassment.
All right, there we go. We should be good now.
Okay.
For real.
Jack Porter says, live game dev fucking rules. We need more. Well, welcome to our streams. I'm sure you're, right. I'm assuming you're a first-time viewer, because this is how we start all our streams.
Yep, there's a catalog of...
Yep.
That you can definitely check out.
Please don't show my voice lines.
Oh my God, I will do my best not to show your voice lines. I promise.
All right.
So yeah, as you can see, this is the studio. We've already, it's already a little established, but just some minor tweaks here and there.
Mm-hmm. We have the costume working.
Yep, we have costume changing working. So now you'll actually be able to see Duke in... This is the level where Duke meets Master Chief. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Wow, we're breaking NDA on that already? Jeez.
I know, I wasn't supposed to say anything, but you heard it here first.
That's the most faithful thing you could have done.
Exclusive.
I know. Now we're gonna get DMC at return now. So anyways, this is as you can see, we can set the player's model now. So or we got it fixed so you can set the player's model. So we have Duke in his opening night attire, and then later on he'll get the change out of it.
Yep.
I think we showed off a little bit of this soon too. We got or showed off a little bit of this recently. Sorry, I was reading chat at the same time. Oh man!
I'll say only one thing. This doesn't have the FOV fix.
No, it does not.
So some weirdness.
Yeah, so there'll be some bugs y'all see that we've already fixed internally.
Well, it's not even necessarily that. Basically, there is an issue with the way the FOV renders lighting. I have a branch of it where it's fixed, but it's so experimental that it's not going to make it to the update. So we're going to have to...
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Absolutely.
There we go. Now we have the proper lighting here, or some of it at least, because the glide was enabled for DirectX. That was something else we've been testing. There is a mode where you can... DirectX 8 essentially has a spoofed glide mode where it tries to emulate as if you're using a 3DFX or Voodoo card.
Yeah. So it replicates kind of the crushed color banding and things like that.
Yep. Have we made any progress on the prologue before the studio? So, yes.
That one is an episode 1.
That will be in episode 1. The actual realized fight will be an episode 1 thing, but there are parts of that have been progressing behind the scenes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, we get a little tease of what the casino looks like later on. And like I said, I think we've showed off a lot of this in the past.
Yeah, we definitely have. But it's always good to get a refresher.
Yeah, what's happening there?
Wait, what?
Diego Fernando Doomfrag asks, would you add Shelly Bombshell to this project? Bombshell's in the game.
Yeah, Bombshell's...
Like, she's 100% part of the game. Like, a big part of the game.
She's already in Chapter 1, even.
Yeah.
We've already interacted with her.
Uh-oh. What's with her hair?
Yeah, I don't know. I probably looked at it. Yeah, a lot of this is more of what you've already seen. We went ahead and we added... Oh, man. I don't want to play your temporary voices. We can see we did a little bit of a visual overhaul here to the studio itself. These nice looking chairs. We added Jay's co-host back. And yeah, this actually...
temporarily. Just temporarily looking at that.
Yeah. There's a lot of other stuff that's going to be redone about this. Some of the actual interview itself is going to be redone. So... just to kind of look at this. These still don't have... Oh, you have some weird temporary thing here?
There's going to be a lot of temporary audio, temporary textures you'll see, but like that's all stuff that's already been... Either we're working on replacing or has already been replaced internally.
Yeah. Oh, this also has...
Oh, yeah, those are the temporary crowd stuff I'm using for the SMK swapping until we have the actual crowd swapper already.
Yep, that's just a stand-in. Big Boy Man asks, when will there be an update to your ModDB section? It's been almost a year. Very, very soon.
Yeah.
We'll be updating it with
the update itself.
With those things. Oh, Kilth has a question in the Discord. Is the co-host still named Mike internally?
Is the co-host still named Mike internally? No. I don't think the co-host has a name currently.
I think we're kind of looking at the co-host as more of a, oh God, what's his name? Andy
Richter.
Andy Richter, who rules the world. Is Stevie going to play all this shit, the greatest shit ever seen? I mean, hopefully, but I think Stevie's planning on waiting for the whole thing to be finished, which might be waiting a little bit.
Right. I will say, though, that for the first slice, he did play it on his Patreon Discord. So
true. So go sub to
that's where I got
Civvy's
to catch it. That's where I got to catch it. So
go give Civvy your money. MacGyver the Hero asks, is there plans to do more voice acting editions soon? Will it be on Casting Call Club similar to last time? That's to be announced. We're currently working with voice acting at the moment. If there's any announcements, that'll definitely be within our Discord. So stay tuned to there if you're interested in voice acting, but nothing to announce this time.
So even some of this has seen some slight rework here.
Yep.
I need to swap the elevator still, but that's fine.
Yep.
I know that's why. That's people. I need to. That's a bit more light here, just a little bit more, so you can actually see.
Hey, does the game have any audio for anyone else?
It should have audio.
I'm not hearing anything.
There's no music. It should just be sound itself.
Okay.
Hang on a second. Maybe I need to do this.
Yeah.
How about that? It'll take a second in the actual stream, I guess, but you should have audio now. But as you can see, well, I guess it'll be probably easier to see when the fire is not raging. But October spent a good deal of time here. Yeah, the sound will be back up in just a second. A good bit of time
it is.
Here,
I hear it now.
Revamping these the foyer here, so it actually looks a little more like the. Oh, there we go. looks like the screenshots from 2002.
It did not actually change the look of the. I see. It's fine. I forgot I did not input that.
Oh, the volumetric fog?
Yeah, I did not change the lighting in the way I forgot.
It's
It's
okay.
fine.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's-
Again, this is all work in progress stuff. Like if we catch those things as and we fix them internally. So hopefully if you're watching this, you understand that none of this is final. All this is subject to change. Usual things.
Oh yeah, the update isn't out yet, so you can see a little new view of the back of the Lady Killer here.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's more or less the same as it was before. You make your way back up to the kitchen.
I need to do
There's
some
gonna be
texture swap there.
Older music
So maybe
cues
I'll
that are in
adjust that.
here. These music cues aren't. This music isn't representative of what's going to be in the build. We just got the new music from Geo in the game files themselves.
Yep.
We've got 20 new tracks between stingers and cues and actual music.
Yep.
So definitely excited to start getting that. Next time, I'll show the build off.
Yeah, and also for people who were a bit who didn't really like the whole the more rock-based combat tracks, that feedback has been loud and clear. It's a lot more kind of militaristic tension, a lot more kind of anxiety-inducing music. So I think they'll be really happy with what we got. Someone asked, "Is Phantom Fury have any influence on your work?" Not
Nope.
really. No, I mean,
I still
a
have
lot of us play. Yeah, a lot of us play Phantom Fury, but there's not really anything you could like say one-to-one that Phantom Fury inspired us on.
Yeah. Got this nice.
Will 3D audio get a new engine? That's actually
yes.
yes.
And we have proper surround sound now.
It is a
Yeah,
disaster for our
yes.
viewers.
Then
Las
shout out
Vegas appears
to
be under
Zombie
attack
for
from an
helping us
unknown
with the
source.
OpenAL
We can only
implementation
assume
to
that they were
replace
targeting
Galaxy.
the Great Oak with the Lady Killer.
It's been
Both the president
pretty
and Jim
awesome.
Newsom were to be in attendance. Let's see if Captain Cole from the EDF can help us figure out what's going on.
Any other
Captain
Duke
Cole?
games have inspired this restoration? We're taking inspiration from every Duke game that's been released.
Yeah.
We're kind of not really letting anything fall by the wayside. Even like the lesser known or lesser liked Duke games, we're still like kind of combing through them for inspiration.
Here we go. A bit better of a view of this new foyer here.
We will not be adding a fart to the P sound effect. I will confirm that live on stream.
Oh, okay, hang on. We will not be adding a fart to the P sound effect, but I will not say that is not the case for the B shitting sound effect.
Oh my god, the B shitting Boolean.
The B shitting Boolean is important, and I do plan on having it finished for this release.
That's critical game design right there. Critical functions. Backlog Panic says, have enemies from later chapters been worked on, with something like smaller challenge maps made to experiment with encounters and preview enemy groups? Yeah, we definitely have some like dev maps that we've made, and that 3D Realms also made that we utilize to like test out AI and things like that. In terms of like later work, we still have people working on later chapters, but right now, kind of the main focus is on the Proving Grounds content, which you'll see more of as we go. And then once we get this out the door, then it's all hands on deck for the rest of episode 1. But do rest assured, people are working on other episode 1 maps as we're working on this.
Yep.
But
We've been working on just like Willy and stuff like that.
Yep.
Oh, this is broken.
Liquid? Oh no, I know exactly what happened.
This is the same bug I was having when I was doing performance testing.
I know exactly why it is happening to you.
There we go.
It's
We're
me
working on it.
reintroducing something that I should not have introduced.
Okay.
Okay, as long as you know what the issue is.
How dare you, October? You absolute bastard.
It's
How
a little
dare-
painting on top of that that is conflicting with the
you,
mover as it
uh,
went up. That's what's happening.
Do you think the restoration that you're doing will return the interest for Duke Nukem again? I mean, that would be cool, but I want to stress that none of us kind of have that thought in mind. Like, we're doing this because we want to do it. We're not doing this because, like, we know this is going to, like, reinvigorate the entire brand. Like, if that happens, if people really, really connect with what
Handsome
we're doing,
guy.
that's cool.
Reminds me
But
of
I don't
me.
want myself or the
And,
team to feel that kind of pressure to, like, have that on their shoulders, so to speak.
this plays out the same as it has, as we've shown, where the sequence has changed a little bit.
Yeah, fan project for Duke Nukem fans, absolutely.
the
But
idea.
we're also, yeah, we also definitely do want to think in directions of like bringing in new fans too.
Same side, assholes.
Some of the voice and sounds are not fully HD at all. Yeah, there's still a lot of placeholder stuff that internally we've already replaced. We actually already got new voice lines for this section.
Also, in
that
the
we
voice,
haven't-
also
yeah.
just for the record, the audio lines aren't necessarily supposed to be.
No, they're like what, 16-bit stereo?
Yeah, they're all in. Not even. All the voice
Sometimes I
lines
even
play
amaze
in
myself.
44 hertz monitor.
Okay, so roughly like around CD quality audio, but single channel.
Yeah.
How much longer will this next update be compared to the first slice? Significantly longer, I would
I
say.
mean, content-wise, it's more or less the same, to be honest, as far as length. But there's a lot of other stuff that we've done with this. So it's kind of hard to think, right? Because, all right, it's been a year since we pushed out an update. Like, how have we not worked on, how are we not further on in levels? Well, we've done a whole lot to these. Not only have you seen all of the first 3 levels here, soon to be the 4th level as well, strung together in one continuous level. There's also been a ton of other work here that may not be noticeable right off the bat, but especially when you kind of compare the leak, the first slice, to this, it's all drastically different.
Yeah, and someone pointed out that the building has default texture on it. That's because we found out that we accidentally shipped with a AI upscale texture there, and we don't really want to AI upscale anything in this game. We're kind of firmly anti-generative AI on this team. So we currently have someone making the texture for that. Yeah, that's it. It's actually already done, I think. Unreal Devin says, old Unreal patches this amazing implementation audio API. But you have to look at new updated audio as well for better audio. Yeah, we already talked about how we have the OpenAL audio engine implemented to replace Galaxy.
Which I believe
has a lot
is
more flexibility. Yep. Yep, absolutely. You guys are going to work on this. Before you realize the new chapter 1 of this game, yes, that's what we're aiming for. Very, very soon.
Yeah, finalizing the work on this and then we focus on the rest in a much more streamlined way is the best way to put it, because the first chapter really was, I mean, this was, as we mentioned in all the streams, the further along you got and the further you could see that there was a case of too many hands in the pot.
Yes.
And that really affected the quality.
Yep, absolutely.
And that's an idea.
We weren't happy with some elements of how First Slice ended up, neither were our fans. So while we were working on the rest of episode 1, we were also really wanted to, because originally this was supposed to be an update to like fix a bug, and well, in true Duke Nukem style, we got completely out of scope, and now we have a completely redone chapter 1 that we feel really, really good about, and we feel really, really happy about, really confident about, and we're calling this update Proving Grounds. We want to kind of, prove to people that we have a much stronger foundation this time around. Like we're not making the same mistakes we did the first slice, and that we have a much more compelling product this time around.
And most importantly, it's getting back to nuclear theme.
Exactly. Yeah.
Somebody says that they missed the original M16 cocking sound when you reload it. Nothing like that has changed. The only thing that has changed is that the pickup sounds for the pistol, the M16, and the shotgun, I think?
Yeah, shotgun and RPG.
The RPG has a new reload sound for the new, doesn't have a pickup sound.
Yeah.
But yeah, so rest assured that nothing with the M16's soundscape has changed, other than the pickup sounds are now no longer the default sound.
Yeah. And those sounds are courtesy of someone who actually worked on Supplice,
Stand down,
Bouncy
Dennis.
Tem, or Jackson, who is contributing some sound design to the game, which we really appreciate.
I need access to my library.
Thanks, Hassan. I turned it down
You need
even
to
a little
get
more
out of
now.
here.
Yeah. When you say chapter 1, how far do you mean? Stratosphere? Yeah. So chapter 1 is from the studio, or sorry, the prologue down to Las Vegas Boulevard. So it's a similar path as First Slice, but it's been greatly expanded, greatly like redesigned, and flows infinitely better.
Why does the M16 have 762 caliber? You know what?
Gun nerds
no,
and
I can't.
insist yet.
I wasn't gonna say what I can't say what I was gonna say,
Yeah.
but I will say, ask 3D Realms. I have no idea.
Yep.
There we go, that worked. That was a last minute fix.
No, Portal
So
Freak,
far,
we didn't-
difficulty
What I'm
balanced.
telling you, Portal Freak, is that we didn't change the reload M16 sound that plays. Nothing has changed.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
That's the same as it has been.
Nothing has changed.
Toy Down Michael says, I'm kind of surprised the subtitles aren't visually based on Shades OS, but makes sense for clarity. Yeah, we definitely like. That's I think that Hetson is kind of spearheading that. But we're quite happy with the subtitle implementation, and we actually looked at a bunch of other Unreal Engine 1 games.
No Liquid, no?
Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we found out
do.
we have the most sophisticated subtitle system out of almost every shipped UE1 game. So
Yeah, I think Harry Potter
And
was just
checkpoint
kinda fancy
that's
'cause it was the
not bad, yeah.
colors, but
yeah, and I guess Duke Nukem Forever also has a decent subtitle system. But yeah, most subtitles around this age would be like subtitles in the top left corner, like chat messages. So we're happy it's better than that. Esport Django asks, will this baby still be speedrunner friendly? Yes, although
To some degree,
we are, yeah, we're no longer designing with speedrunning in mind because that was causing us a lot of issues. But that being said, if people find like exploits and stuff, for the most part, unless they like break something really badly, we won't be fixing them.
go ahead and just roll it back now to just go further into here.
Yeah.
You're an inspiration for birth control.
Save and load system tried out. It should be fixed now. So the save and load system
All good.
is a lot better now. I think it still doesn't
haven't seen
like
it crash.
giant directories.
Oh,
Yeah,
then-
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's still a file system thing, but it's a lot more stable now.
Yeah, the actual issue that was breaking saving and loading has been fixed. However, if you still have a long file path, that hasn't been resolved.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
that's just kind of a limitation of some of the older formatting that the game uses, the libraries that the game
Yeah.
uses. I mean, I did teach the game what cosine and tangents were, so.
Argonaut says, was a plan to use the models of the classic Duke 3D enemies to be playable and fightable in this game? The tiger-looking alien, the pig cops, the floating brains. Last one actually is. Yeah, pig cops and octobrains are in this. So are Liz troopers. Though they're not the focus because we kind of universally across the team realize that like if we just have Duke 3D enemies again, that's going to be really boring. Because like the big element of DNF 2001 is kind of the unique ideas it had in terms of like who Duke is fighting, why Duke is fighting them, what they have over Duke in his world, etc. If it's just the Cycloids again, that's kind of whatever.
Yeah. And also to kind of
But-
help with the whole long
There's no
directories
time to
issue,
explain.
the next update is going to
Get
ship
out
with
of
an
town.
installer.
There's someone
So
else.
not
Yes.
only will you be able to customize what you're actually getting when you install the game, as far as if you want the dev maps, if you want the original maps and stuff like that, but you will also be getting. It'll also try to help ensure that you're putting it in a directory that works.
Yeah.
Groovy home defense.
get your shotguns.
Basilisk asks, is this project still use the community edition of Unreal Tournament SDK, or is it still the janky leaked version? It's actually a lot more stable than it ever has been.
But it is more stable, yes.
Yeah, it's still the leak code, but it is like rock solid nowadays. I haven't seen it crash in months.
Which I'm sure someone will do it day we release, but...
Oh, naturally, of course.
Yeah.
That's just how these things go. Like, so one of you is going to, like, install it and instantly break it, and we love you for it, because that's how we make things better. But that's just how it goes.
But it is in a much better spot than it has been.
Absolutely, yeah. Sandwich Games asks, how drastic are the map layout changes? Locked up parts now open or clearly new areas? A bit of both, honestly. When you get to Casino, you'll kind of see what we're talking about.
Even a lot of the penthouse here had new areas, like the foyer that just got redone. Honestly, the Duke Cave here that's been redone. Some of the rooftops has been tweaked to bring in some of the older elements that were on some of the developer maps or in development maps. Stuff like this. So it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Some of it is utilizing space that wasn't like fully finished yet and stuff like that too.
Yeah, and just kind of expanding on those ideas.
How much of an update to increase system requirements? There hasn't really been. To do all of the development, I work off of a 7th generation i7 with a Intel 530 in it. So we try to ballpark for lower end systems or systems that are like a couple years, or like 8 years out of date or so. But yeah.
Remember the thing we talked about with the music earlier? You getting a good example of that right now?
Duke, for now, focus on getting out of the casino and regroup with us at the EDF HQ ASAP.
Esport Django asks, are Brandon Bloom's tracks out of the game? Militant Imposter was so good. Annika, you guys speak on that, right?
Yeah, so they're not out of the game. They will still be in the
the files.
The files, but they're not going to be used in the game anymore.
Yeah. So Geo's work will be the sound design aesthetic going forward.
Yeah.
Backlog Panic asks, are bosses going to be Duke 3D like with bosses, like the Proton Monitor, added to later enemy rotation, or are they unique set pieces?
The answer to that is yes.
Yeah, nothing there yet.
Yeah, the answer to that
but
is
stay
yes.
tuned.
I would say expect something similar to that, but not always necessary.
Yeah.
But I see what you mean. This is now playing some of Geo's music randomly.
Yeah.
Which sounds good.
I started doing the pass on this area, but dang.
Yeah, if you want to hear Geo's music, this is what's playing right now. Yep. So this is kind of the aesthetic we're going forward. Arhul asks, when the player features was a fully working email system in the game that you could use to get Duke to email you outside the game, is something you guys exploring to add? No. That is a security nightmare nowadays.
Yep.
I guarantee if they shipped with that would have been something that they would have had to like constantly be patching, because that seems like a way to get a botnet.
Didn't it remove it from my inventory? That's fine. I can prove to everybody that the save load system works now.
Overkill asks, is this the latest build? This is the latest in development build. It is the Proving Grounds update that we're going to be shipping soon.
So with Hotel here, I've been really working on this the last couple months. Basically, almost all the lighting has been overhauled. Most of the rooms have been overhauled. The path has been overhauled. It's quite different.
Yeah.
Come on, you piece of...
Yeah, I love when you get stuck in that animation. Come on. Talking to
But my patch can access the room, but I can't get it open.
Alright, sit tight.
So this basically plays as you remember it here.
Minus stuff that needs to be polished still, but that's okay.
Yeah. MacMax asks, do you have a whole scenario for the game, a complete plot? Yes, we have an entire treatment. We have most of a script written. But that's all still kind of in flux and work in progress. So, like, nothing we're ready to, like, fully 100% commit to, but we have a general idea of what the beats are going to be already. Ponce de Leon asks, we find this update be released as a Christmas present, similar to the first slice. No comment. Yeah.
Just say trying our best.
Yeah.
Based on what time we have.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, Thad, don't worry about it, man. We love you, and it's really kind of you to say that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Kill Thad.
Yeah. Oh, come on, man. I guess at least I can't get Jib to buy it anymore, huh?
What are you, a bleeder?
Definitely got a choice. Keep that animation still.
You know?
Sandwich says the shotgun sounds so crunchy now, the sound system, or maybe I just forgot how it was. I want to say it sounds pretty much the same, like in terms of like the gunfire. I haven't really noticed a perceivable difference.
No, that hasn't been changed. It may sound a little different from the new sound system. I don't think so, though. I never noticed it.
Yeah, I don't think there's any difference.
New objective added.
Fazulous says, I wonder if retail DNS physics engine can be mounted on this project. Did you share a lot of code base, or am I mistaken? So DNS physics engine, there's like 3 of the fucking things I want to say they shipped with, and I think they all have like different code associated with them, because there was like there's Mequon, there's Karma, and then there's 3D Realms' internal physics engine, and I think they all exist in that code base.
Yes, I think it only uses Mequon in the final, and on top of that, it's broken. And I know it's broken because I tried to enable full, high quality or full physics, and it will not load the maps. They will only load them in low settings. So either way, it's just as janky as whatever we have. So
yeah. Thanks, Nick Bliskin. That being said, we will hopefully be touching up the way that, like, you know, physics props interact with each other and things like that, so we're more reliable as like things go on. But we can't make any promises there. You know, we only have so many team members and so much bandwidth, right?
Yep.
Oh no. Oh, never mind.
Oh, there we go. Rest in
I'm
peace,
sitting here
little
going,
buddy.
what are you guys talking about? Man, damn.
Really appreciate people coming out with compliments. I really,
yeah.
People saying that it seems more atmospheric, seems more directed, seems like more just polished in general.
Let me get into the Dark Hotel, which has really been over.
Hail to the king, baby.
Esports says, any chance we'll be able to play the Devastator or the Ripper? Not in episode 1.
Well,
you might get the Devastator in the multiplayer.
Yeah, you're gonna get the Devastator in multiplayer. We're working
not the Ripper.
The internal, like the player model, but yeah, not the Ripper.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ripper will be in this release, but as a decorative model to kind of tease people. Overkill asks, now that you've established some pacing through your experience so far, are you able to make any predictions for when development may end? I know when it's done, but are we years out? Yeah, we're still probably years out. We want to be reasonable, realistic with everyone. It's still going to be a while, but
Here's how I'm gonna put it in a specific way. Once we're done with this, we at least estimate the year. Well, let's say we're done with this in December.
Yes.
Okay. Hypothetically. because I don't want to commit to that until we know that we're actually at a point
Absolutely.
where we're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Let's say that we're gonna be on with that. We want the next year to be the one where we finish the rest of the episode 1.
Yep.
Yeah. But I'll
It's
also
gonna be much smoother.
But I also know personally, I'll probably end up taking it minimum 2 weeks off. I think.
I need your help.
Yeah.
We deserve some us time for a while, and we're also going to be take stock of like all kinds of things with the project, and figure out where our weaknesses are and figure out how to address those things. Arhul asks, I imagine, or sorry, it doesn't ask, but just says, I imagine it's tough to work around creating new content from the blockouts that exist in the beta, especially when it comes to matching the art and level design to the existing content.
Sometimes.
I don't know if I'd say hard is the word, but I think it's more like exciting than anything, because like we're constantly doing archaeology and trying to figure out like where they were going to go with these things, while also applying some like of our own ideas too.
All too easy.
You're sacrificing a chunk of your life for this project. How do you feel about it? Fucking amazing, honestly. I love working on this project. I love working with this team. It's allowed me to do some incredible things in my own life, honestly. It's been, like, I can only speak for myself, but it's been really good for me. I would not have gone to, say, like, QuakeCon if it wasn't for this game.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't regret any of my time. I've just learned a ton of stuff. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
I grow more and more in my ability to be a programmer and apply that in real-world application, whether it be, my day job or other hobbies and interests I have. So.
And like it's allowed us to like meet all kinds of new people and make like friendships with people in the industry. Like it's been pretty fucking cool. And we couldn't have done it without, our fans too. Like we really appreciate all the support you guys give us.
And some specific light passes down here still, but it visually is right.
Yeah. So technically, with the lighting, I have only done the lighting up until this room, up until like this hallway and this room. I haven't finished the lighting in this hallway or anything afterwards, really, except for this main hall.
Yeah.
This main hall, these chandeliers are giving off light, but that's why some of these are also still full bright instead of being appropriately adjusted for brightness.
Yeah. And you also notice that we removed the flickering lights too, because like we agreed with the critique we got that like those were kind of like really bad people with image sensitivity.
Well, removed isn't okay.
They've actually been tweaked. They haven't necessarily been removed.
Yeah, sorry, so, removed is the wrong word. My bad.
Yeah, basically what I did is I studied how they actually work in real life. I found that they actually only go off every like 45 seconds or so, and so I tried to give off something that felt more like that. So you just saw it happen there, but if we keep sitting here, it won't happen for a little while longer.
Yeah.
And it also kind of like adds to the atmosphere because it you get the entire area lit up for just a second and then it closes again. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think it works well.
Yeah. No, I think it's a much better system. Ye Old Feller Noob says, used to be part of this for a little bit in the beginning. Proud of the progress you guys have made since then. Thanks, you.
Man. You should get back on the Escaper for sure.
I have good news, Duke.
The engine's much better and easier to use now. You should finish it up.
Our engineers have been working on a night vision upgrade for
Does night vision work? Yes.
It's being uploaded to you right now. Let us know what you think after you've had a chance to try it out. Graves out.
New objective added.
Yeah, night vision's all good. And so that's what this is. So now right now, we have more sleeping friends. I like how it actually, with the new fog, with the new tweaks to the layer of smoke in the ground, it actually looks like they are getting up smoke. It looks very cool.
Yeah.
That paid off. Obviously, these fires won't be here after you put out the fire. These fires are all just manually placed right now because I've been feeling out the look and feel of it.
Yeah.
And so when you're going back through it here, you'll end up using the night vision goggles and actually kind of have to see forward.
Oh, actually, I have my own question. The fire changes for Snatchers, are we shipping with those, do you think? Or are we just an experiment we're doing?
It's already
shipping with those.
built in.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. So then I'm not sure if we showed this up in previous streams, but if one of the snatched walk to the fire, they start moving way faster towards you. So
Yep.
we can kind of like start modifying the way movement works and things like that, so they're a bit more of a threat.
They need the the animation work for that, really.
Yeah.
So it's
So
better portrayed by
yeah,
at the point.
so how that works right now is it chooses one of like 5
New objective
animations.
added.
Yeah.
One of 4 or 5 animations to choose from to run. But the problem is that their walking animation, when they're just shambling towards you, also uses 1 or 2 of those animations already. So,
hmm
and so here we will move into the new casino.
To be clear, there's no gameplay pass in the version like with about these.
Right. Yep.
Yes.
So
I
this
haven't
will
done
all
that
be
one yet, 'cause
visual
I'm still
from here
working
on
on it.
out. The next one, but there's a lot of really cool stuff to show off. October again, it worked really hard on merging the buffet and the casino, and there's like it's had a lot of really cool stuff to show. So
Yeah.
So-
I'm going to show that off.
The gameplay in this version is not full implemented. Some events are still not fully implemented. Some stuff might go off in a way that you don't expect.
Oh, I loaded the wrong map.
Oh, classic.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be associated with the version.
There it goes. So as you can see
Yeah,
now, there's
again-
a little bit more of the actual entrance to the Lady Killer, and you can see the big hotel wings flanking you on either side.
Yep.
That's the old Bellagio one, not the AI one. It's
Yeah.
the base one, and I'm
built-
using that for. I need to fix that still.
Yeah, for people who weren't here before, the reason why there's a default texture in the other maps is because we realized that that texture was being done with AI upscaling, and we are not about that on this team. So we have a new texture already that we just haven't implemented yet.
So as you can see now,
look what
the
you got the
elevator
button.
breaks
Oh.
down. Yep. The elevator
auto
breaks
crowd
down, and then you
bug.
gotta fuck.
Yeah.
I need to fix that one.
I think I need to reconnect.
Yeah.
I think I'm stuck like that.
If you're, yeah.
There we go.
The interest was like a nuclear power plant with cooling towers. Yep, that's what we're going for. That's actually
Yep,
based
yep,
on concept art that
Yep.
they did. That the Lady Killer is shaped like a nuke symbol.
And there's some. They also basically use that in parts of Las Vegas Boulevard and stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it is very much an intent.
Do you have guidelines
Oh,
for
so-
making props and textures? Yes, we have standards and procedures that
Yep.
our team follow for like texture sizes and poly counts and all that fun stuff.
Yep, very specific rules about how to fit a kind of 2003 look.
Yep. There we go.
You can no clip through it.
Now,
That's fine.
now, don't ask me what they are. Other than I know that the textures, the maximum textures we use are really 512 by 512, which is
Yeah.
double the maximum textures used previously. But it's not like, yeah, it's worth it. Other than that, I don't know what the limitations our team uses on the polys and stuff. But I'm not.
Yeah.
Look up. I don't know if you're still in that area. Look up at the smoke from the rest of the hotel.
Emerald Devin asks, have you guys seen any more enemy AI in the original files? You have to basically do all AI from the ground up. We have a pretty good like starting position. But we kind of definitely are like still tweaking stuff and adding stuff in terms of AI.
Yeah, I mean, they're it's like the bosses and stuff like that are probably going to need to have like overhauled stuff, but
Yeah.
Oh, this is also the version where the machines have their slots a bit weirded out. Huh? Oh, that's fine.
So as you can see, as you come through the casino now, you get to go through that area you can kind of see in the very beginning of the game, all trashed and destroyed here. Gotta go through here. You go back through the studio. If you saw our teaser uploaded earlier in the last month, we showed this off.
Yep. Hey, thanks, Camp the MVP. Appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
Eric Petoskey asks, so with the original DNF leak, do you believe that was the furthest 3 realms had gotten in 2001? I believe there's a more feature-complete DNF 2001 leak out there in the wild. Well, seeing as how the most recent build from that leak was October 2001, I'm going to say they probably didn't get like a ton more done in November and December, but who knows? Maybe they had to work through Christmas. Maybe they got some really wild shit online, and then, you know, what happened happened.
Yeah, I need to do the pass of this live room still. I keep on having a bit of a slide block when it comes to light that area.
Yeah.
I have some idea. I'd like to see what can perform the best.
Bruce Camp asks, on the AI side of things, will there be more than just hotel guests and workers at friendly NPC like non-snap soldiers? Yes, there will be friendly EDF and etc.
Yeah, they're not in this build, but they will.
Yeah, that's going to be more like later on the episode, like other episodes.
I feel like I messed something up.
I think it's fair to say. Sorry.
This version doesn't have interactive doors.
Oh,
Not
right,
completely,
no,
so
I remember now.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see what it looks like when it's kind of.
I wish I finished the gameplay pass I needed to finish so you could show that off, but you get to show the ambience, and that's more important anyway.
Yeah.
And you're going for it, quote unquote, in your life.
Yeah. And again, we want to stress people that this is just kind of a visual tease. Like, combat's not been implemented, gameplay's not been implemented yet, so. But we really want to show people what the new casino will look like, so we're really excited about it ourselves.
Good to see the buffet. We also very carefully took screenshots of this so you couldn't see our goofy stuff here. But you'll go through here, and in this one you'll activate some of the gates to open up and keep moving forward, and then you like open up this gate and then travel back through here. Are there robo bartenders in this version? Yes, they are. I can show them off in the editor here after we're done here. I can show off all of our new models in the world, actually.
fellow noob asks, weird question, I understand if we can't properly answer, but has to have textures been sorted properly? I've always had trouble finding the right textures before, and the sorting frustrated me in the editor.
To some degree, I think one of the problems you probably experienced early on was that the texture packages wouldn't load the entire package. It would only load partial packages. That has been fixed. Very sorry. Very sorry. The other thing is that you can search for textures as well. So.
Yep.
As far as regarding the strobe lights being, I'm not worried about it. One of the builds had Vegas acting as a hub world with the rest of the levels. Yeah, that kind of stuff. That has always just kind of been rumors.
Yeah, and it would just it would be a lot of engineering work.
Yeah, we're
to
not.
Like,
our version of DNF is not an open world. It is not going to be.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that each episode will have its own kind of like gameplay theme. So the first episode is going to be like horror, trying to get out of Vegas, trying to like figure out what the hell's going on. Chapter 2 will be like, you know, sorry, episode 2. Episode 2 will be like basically waging a desperate war, and then episode 3 will be, you know, like fighting the last battles for Earth kind of thing. So like it just gets more and more desperate, but more and more kind of determined as the story goes on.
I won't show off this. I won't show off the audio too much because I haven't really changed the locations.
Yeah, that's fair.
For the enemies and stuff, it's gonna feel weird.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just no clip fast.
Yeah, because there's this here too. So you can see some of the pathing in here is changing a bit too.
Yep.
And otherwise, it'll still be kind of the same thing.
Do you guys think that the open world hub version that was almost complete was fluff? Why would they say it? I recall as one of the OG developers that said, it's not that I don't believe it never happened. It is more that it would require significant refactoring of our plans for design to accommodate ideas like that. Like,
Also, wasn't it?
I'm
Fred
sure
who
they had
said
it prototyped at one point. But was it fun?
Right.
Like,
Also,
or
wasn't
did
it
the
Fred who
player
said
just
it?
waste a lot of time in Vegas?
I know that there were a couple times where some of the devs came on to like Duke 4 and said stuff, but
Yeah,
I
like I think Charlie did a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a Fred rumor either way.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was around that era. And no offense to Charlie or Fred or any people who, you know, might know more than us, but even if it came out that, like, say, another build leaked and it was open world, we still think it's the right direction to adopt more of a kind of linear design.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever played the Duke 3D mod of DNF 2001? If so, have y'all taken any inspiration from that? I definitely have. I think Otacon, you have as well.
Yeah, I've played 2013.
Yeah.
I've seen it ages ago, so I can't say I took any inspiration from that.
Yeah. That mod is interesting because it was you kind of have the entire episode on a single city street.
Yeah.
Which is very cute to look at nowadays, now that we know what the scale of the game was going to be. But in terms of like how they design certain things, I mean, who knows? You might play that later on and think about that for like things in episode 2, ideas there, you know, at the EDF base. You never know. I'll never say no to any inspiration.
Yeah.
Don't get killed by the shark. There it is. Yes.
I don't feel like doing this.
In the first slides, we've seen Dennis stand down. Other levels where we see Dennis rise up.
Yeah, that's another case where you need
my
to...
Dennis stands rise up. You get to see. I should have shown it off earlier in the in one of the shark rooms. You can see there's a cool water effect on the walls here that comes off from the
yeah, the caustics,
the ceiling, and the tank itself.
Yeah,
nice little
very cool stuff.
Effect.
How long episode 1 is supposed to be? It will end on the boxing ring of the stratosphere. It'll end at the roof of the stratosphere. So where the proton boss fight is now, that's where episode 1 will end. And we already have a very good idea of how episode 1 will play out beat-wise. And as mentioned before, people are working the rest of episode 1. Like, we have other mappers, but like the main team, we'll say, is working on the Proving Ground content.
Do I do it? Nah.
What?
Nope.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Go in.
Nope. I'm not doing it. Nope. All I'll say is nope.
We have secrets in the game.
Yep.
We enjoy some secrets.
And so yeah, so you make your way, you know, back towards the front of here. This looks pretty familiar too, although October has spruced it up as well. You get the final ambush like you did before, but not quite like you did before. It's going to be a little more grand and a little more what's the word? Suspenseful, eventful.
Yeah.
And then you of course make your way to the end of the level here with these awesome doors that you made.
Yeah. Proving Grounds is the name of the next update.
Yep.
Brawlmaster no combat has been added to this section. It is coming, it's being added as we speak.
Yep, it's being worked on still.
Yeah, we're pretty confident in what we have event-wise for being pretty fun. We have some really fun ideas.
Good old Unreal Universe fucker.
And yeah, that's everything we've really been working on for Chapter 1. You get to see a little bit of the updated strip or the updated entrance here that has been worked on.
Yeah,
I still need to do some polishing on it, some slight polishing.
Yeah, of course.
Gurgly asks, are there any multiplayer improvements in Proving Ground?
Yeah, there's a ton of new multiplayer improvements. So the biggest thing is that all weapons have been swapped and changed so that there's now a multiplayer variant of them, so that we can do separate balancing for single player and multiplayer. There's been a weapon rebalance to some degree already that does affect multiplayer and single player, but any changes in the future will be separate, likely, unless it's like an actual issue. But also from that, team deathmatch has been ironed out and fixed properly, so it actually counts deaths and it actually works. No new maps have been made for that, but
Well,
hopefully some folks at the
kind of.
community pick up some.
Buffets are getting remade.
Yeah, but it's not going to be a team map. It's not going to be a team deathmatch
Oh,
map. That's
I
what I
see.
meant. Yeah. There are going to be some new multiplayer maps, as October was saying. I have a plan for 1 or 2 multiplayer maps myself, and then a new revamped version of Buffet. A lot of those maps have also been tweaked to add the new multiplayer weapon system. Just to let you know, if you're listening to this and you are one of the people who made a multiplayer map that is used on that's used on OP Gold for the community map pack, we would love it if you guys could update those maps when the new update comes out. I've already reached out to some of you, so if I haven't reached out to you and you know you have a map that's on that list, please reach out to me.
It's interesting you mentioned that, Django. We were actually talking about a certain map, kind of making a resemblance to Facility recently.
Yeah, actually, I could.
Yeah. Las Vegas Boulevard is not going to be included in the next build because the version that was shipped with Las Vegas Boulevard was already was an extreme work in progress, but it's also not reflective of what it is right now.
Yes.
For context, like last year I covered Las Vegas Boulevard, and there was stuff that was shown off about it last year specifically. I know it's meant to look like, but I need to port some of the changes I made to Las Vegas Boulevard in this map here.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah, there were some serious issues with Las Vegas Boulevard that kind of we needed to address.
A good example, Liquid, is you can more clearly show off the sign and how it looks now compared to what it used to look like.
This sign?
The hoverhead sign. The dome, the small dome, the Fremont Street one.
Right behind you. That one, yeah.
You guys are behind me, so it doesn't help.
Oh, no, you're looking at it.
The one with the stripper?
The overhead one. The one with the flashing SMK.
Oh, this guy here. Oh, yeah. You added the grid look, so it actually looks more like the one that's actually on Fremont Street. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
And it looks more like the 2002 one when it comes to polish and stuff. And you can show off how it looks like if you want in what was basically the first slice version of the map, which I think you might still have it in the files. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I probably should.
You can get a good idea.
Yeah, just as a quick refresher.
Yeah.
Django asked if you guys fixed the chainsaw. I believe we have. What do you mean by what were the problems with it?
Yes, the chainsaw can no longer get stuck off or stuck on.
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
That was fixed last time, right?
Yeah, I believe that was fixed for Dio, but it may have been afterwards. I think this is.
How many hours do you think would chapter 1 take to play through at this point? I'd say hour and a half for the entire final thing, rough ballpark.
Depending on how quickly you're playing through it and stuff.
Yeah, and then episode 1 will probably be 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah. So this is what it originally looked like. You can see a little bit of difference.
Yeah.
You don't see all the removed textures because it was all AI upscaled.
Yeah.
Or AI generated. The only thing that sucks, we need to get this part back too, because it cycled through different ones, didn't it? It's like this and that part.
I haven't hooked that up yet. It's very easy to hook up. I just haven't bothered.
I like how it switched between the two of them before. So.
That's all gonna happen.
goodness, just had to take care of removing the tires from the car. Oh.
So yeah, you can see here that this significantly changed. We have these big blocky pillars. You know, we had just the water down here, and now we have slightly more indicative. Oh, look at this BSP hole that nobody noticed too. We have things that are much more similar to how Fremont Street, how the it's actually set up.
Yeah.
Are there any secret levels in the new release? It's a secret.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Even I'll tell you that. I'll put it that way. Okay.
What's a good tease for what it might be?
What's a good tease for what it might be?
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
Bruce, we kind of have that all figured out in terms of script and treatment, but we're not really ready to talk about that in 100% yet. In terms of stuff with Proton.
Do we show off Ascension?
I think we show off Ascension.
Okay. Keys for the
Yeah, we definitely showed this off.
Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else.
Esports, you're not getting the same level that you used to have when it comes to secret. That's, I guess, the one thing I can tell you. That was never meant to be a secret. That was more giving people that maps to play. And I'll tell you one thing: if the secret level is actually going to be included, there's not going to be a jetpack.
Yes.
Yeah. There's not going to be something to help you sequence break the rest of the level, the rest of the chapter.
Which might be a disappointment, but
I'm sure speedrunners will figure it out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have faith in y'all. How much time do you guys dedicate daily to working on this project? I can say for myself, I spend roughly about
4 hours from my side.
Yeah, 4 hours, I'd say. Kind of like checking on everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
everything.
What are we considering working on the project? Because if it's like actual like dev work, yeah, maybe like 3 or 4 hours a day. Wow, I'm really yawny. Probably like 3 or 4 hours a day. But if it includes like checking the community server and interacting with you folks and stuff like that,
Hey, Liquid.
It's
I'm interjecting this one real quick.
Yeah.
The secret level location is being shown in one of the SMKs. Good luck.
That's exactly why I was. That's actually exactly why I was showing this, and I wasn't even going to say anything. That it was exactly why we came here.
Yeah, it also helps that like for people like me on the story team, I'm just waiting for progress to be done so I can do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it is too, it's been a long journey to get wrapped up with this, and really from here it's hopefully only full steam ahead. So.
Yep, that's the plan.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is hard to find the time. There's definitely a lot of stuff you got to balance, but hey, it's half the fun.
It's worth it,
right?
Yep. It's worth it because we're making a game we all want to make.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
It's something we're all proud of. It's something that we can all feel good about, and that's what matters most.
Yep.
And it's also, people are excited for what we're doing. People, can't wait to play our next release, and it's really awesome.
Money is going to have no importance in this build. There are plans to do stuff with the money in the future.
Yeah.
We have lots of talks about what we're going to do with it. Oh, I was going to say we're going to wrap up here, but before we wrap up, I said we'd show off some of the new models. So let's do that.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Oh boy.
Any fun hidden dead cameos? I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah,
I think they mean by like, how in Blood there was a dead Duke Nukem, or in Paladin.
I don't think
Frozen
it would be done like
Skywalker.
Not really, no.
I mean, there's one that I may want to add eventually, but that's not definitely a celebrity. Definitely not a celebrity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, people can make
So,
their own theories
anyways,
on
moving
that.
forward, can you guys see the mesh in the middle of the screen? Is it big enough?
Yep,
Should I
we
try
can
to
see
do
it.
Uh-huh.
something a bit different? I can do this here. Zoom in even a little bit more. But okay. So, the robo bartender. So, like we've kind of talked about a little bit. The robo bartender or the car dealer first here. Like we have the car dealer in first, not quite the bartender. But this model was actually in the first slice. When we announced that we had gotten this built in, we had, talked about how it was the first model with a custom skeleton and animations, and really that's it. We got all the custom animations working too. It doesn't use the actual skeleton that was, that 3DR made that the rest of the NPCs have. It has its own completely custom thing. And so with that, we're able to get special animations that only a guy like this would be able to use. You know what I mean? He's got weird stick arms and stuff. So
Yeah.
we got like a nice chatting, dealing out the cards at the card table, shooting his little cannon here, sucking his little cannon in.
Vasilix 61. That's a post 2003 thing, so I don't definitely we're not gonna do that.
Yeah. We'll play casino games, the robot dealers. No.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not
Sadly,
coding
no.
that. I'm not programming that. Let's see. Something else we added.
If you want to, reach out to us.
Yeah, right. No, I mean, hey, our feel
We're
free
hiring.
to check out the public repo.
Yeah.
If you want to make it yourself, here's the Devastator we showed off a little bit. This is just the HRP Devastator made by Roma Loom.
Yep.
Definitely
We're
appreciate the
using with
okay
promotion
of.
permission.
Yep, definitely appreciate that.
Yep.
It doesn't have it's just the world model right now. It's not the in-game model or the character model. And then of course the much-awaited Ripper. This is a completely custom Ripper made by us. This was made
Yep.
by Lurker. And yeah, this is only one variant of it. There's multiple different versions, of course, as far as like different ways it looks with its ammo and everything else like that. But this is just the
The
world
world
model
version.
itself, the
Yeah.
pickup model.
Oh yeah, absolutely sexy.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
And before anyone asks, I know someone's going to say like, "Oh, we replaced the M16 with this." No, the way we're looking at the Ripper is like a heavy machine gun. So like, you're going to be using the rifle for like kind of your bread and butter automatic weapon, and the Ripper will be like akin to like the Quake 2 chain gun, where it just like absolutely rips through crowds of enemies, but also like uses all your ammo.
Yep.
Absolutely live up to that name.
Yeah,
of the
it will
Ripper.
rip and tear, you could say.
And we're really close to having the 3D pistol with skeletal model in
Yeah.
in game. So
Yeah.
we're not too far from that. Which also
Nope.
means that we'll have something else. I think we talked about last stream and we weren't super sure on it, but I can basically say with positivity now, we will not for this update, but I would say likely for episode 1 we will have skeletal mesh first person animations.
Yep.
So
we can confirm that. And
it
that's
works.
really fucking exciting, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's super cool.
Because that could potentially like really unlock like, weapon variations, different weapon skins, all kinds of things we could do there. Or the community could do too.
The possibilities are nigh limitless.
As far as John St. John doing anything, John St. John isn't able to work on our fan project because it's not officially sanctioned. And so we have Gianno Metrodrano, who
Yeah.
I am more than happy with anyways.
Yeah.
So.
We will hopefully get some new Duke lines into this update, but I think because Johnny is very, very busy and we kind of a
Fast and loose lifestyle.
Yeah, and We're hoping to
hoping.
get him in the booth, but we might not be able to. We might do like a post update with new sound files maybe later on or something. Who knows?
But
we don't want to
yeah.
be like, hey, Gianni, it's 2 weeks from ship. Please get in the booth, because that's not fair to him.
Yeah, right. We have to be respectful of, or any of our voice actors, really.
Exactly. Yeah. No, we want
respectful of
to
everyone's
use
time.
them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's the current state of the rest of the game overall, so asks Inditria.
I mean,
Hope
we've
I
answered
spelled
that.
right.
Like we've answered that a number of times. It's still in progress. Most of our focus has been on programming, which that's something we haven't really touched, and it's kind of hard to touch in presentation like this. But there's 8 pages worth of change logs for programming, so we have been really working on all kinds of different stuff. I might be able to show off the one thing I really like. It's kind of buggy, I guess.
Hey, if there are any programs out there who know DX9 or C++ or Unreal Script and want to help us out, do reach out.
We should start trying to look for me here in a second. One of the two of them should start trying to look for me. Yep, there he goes. It's a little buggy, as you can see still, but basically, when there's more than one of them here like this, one of them will hold the position where they last saw you, and the other one will go out and run around looking for you. They were 100% are just deciding to do this based off of states and decisions that they're making, that their AI makes.
Yep.
Who voices the EDF in this game? It is the default voice actor still. We do have some plans to have our own folks, but there's just been a lot of focus on a lot of different places. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's gotta love the running walk animation. Yeah. It's because I couldn't get them running for some reason when we went to that state. But yeah, so just I don't know, fun stuff like that, and like there's all kinds of stuff like I don't know. It's kind of hard.
They dodge roll.
Yeah, they can dodge.
They actually dodge roll
bullets
sometimes.
now. Yeah. They're actually kind of like, I don't know, they're significantly smarter than they were. Thanks, bud. Thanks for doing that right as I said that. I really appreciate that. I swear, they are a lot smarter than they were in the first slice. They'll actually, like, as you, like, beat up on him here, he's actually going to run for cover. Okay, he decided his cover was right in front of me.
Movie.
Thanks, bud.
Oh, my.
Oh, dear.
But they'll actually run for cover, and like I said, like they did the hold position while the other one looks for you.
This is the first Unreal Engine. Yes, Eric.
There you go. He's running for cover. So, and that's like that's a completely custom system that one of our programmers wrote.
Yep. Shout out to W4.
Yeah. They also do a little bit better job of telegraphing what they're doing. They give a shout before attacking you. That same shout alerts all the other EDF as well. But, it gives you there's also going to be a lot, as you can already see, this is the original rooftops compared to what we just played through earlier.
You could show it off the
A lot of the combat has been retooled and tweaked, so based off how that works too. So, what was that?
You can show that off again if you want. Show a quick before and after.
Sure, yeah.
Common Spidey asks, hello, very new to this project, just want to ask a very basic general question. Since it'll be you guys are throwing this old version, you guys are going to finish the whole game soon, right? No, not for a while, but we do have this update coming very soon. And then episode 1 should be coming
next year.
Hopefully within the next calendar year, yeah.
To put it bluntly, yes, we're going to finish the game, not this instant.
Yeah, no.
Oh, right. That spawns you here. I forgot. Because I was testing the stuff in here.
Hmm.
I mean, you're gonna
I
have to
gotta
show off
remember where
rooftop
it
anyway.
is. Oh yeah, it's this way.
We don't use those words, Django.
Ah, yes, those accursed 3 words. I'm sorry, Django, but if we offended you, that is not our intention. We've just simply been burned by the ravages of time, as it were.
Movie made.
Yeah, when it's ready. I like that better.
Much more appealing, let's say.
Yeah.
There, that guy ran for cover appropriately. He ran for cover appropriately.
Yeah, this map was rebuilt for the purpose, so there's gonna be less issues anyway.
See, like, some of it, these guys look the same, but right around here, we're sort of changing these guys. Basically.
Oh my god, every time it's on stream I see that the gunship gets hit by its own rocket and I need to fix that. And I keep on forgetting.
Asks, are you also adding graphical improvements over the original game files that you have found?
It's kind of hard to answer to some degree because we do have some higher res textures in some places. We are looking at renderers and stuff like that, but for the most part, this is how it's going to look.
Yeah,
It's
we're
not
not
gonna
deviating from this look.
Yeah, we're not really deviating from this look. We're not going to get like super high poly and round and stuff like that or anything like that.
Don't expect pixel shaders.
Yeah.
We're not giving you an RTX update. Just saying it now.
Yeah.
But really, I think that's probably about what we have to show off. I'm trying to think if there's anything else really, but I don't really think so. Like I said, a lot of the stuff is, a lot of what you saw today is still heavily in development, but it is, not so heavy that we can't say that we're not close. No ambient inclusion for you.
You're just gonna have to live with this perfected version of Unreal Engine 1. You will like
Lee
it.
Jackson's is in his golden years. Let's let him rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lee Jackson's awesome. I mean, we have chatted with him, but likely we're gonna stick with using Geo stuff.
Yep.
Maybe some of his stuff that he had already written, but would we do a physical version? No, we will never do a physical version unless it's something you can download yourself. Because A, I'm not forking out the bill to make a bunch of physical copies, and B, you can't pay me for them. So I'm not interested in it. It's just a mess.
Please remember, this is a non-profit project. If we try to make this profitable, we're gonna get sued to hell. So we can't provide any physical bonuses for people, let alone sell this at a price.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've done like when we did the mapping contest during 2022 or maybe it was 2023. I don't know. It's been a long time. We had a physical reward for that, but yeah, it's like the most we'll ever do for something.
Yeah.
And we had big boxes for First Slice that you could download as well. So that I think Killthad worked on along with I unfortunately can't remember the gentleman's name who made the template. But yeah, everybody, thank you very much for joining us today. It's been a lot of fun, and I definitely appreciate everybody coming out and check out the new build. Again, that's Proving Grounds, the name of the next update. It'll definitely be out sooner than later. That's about the promise I'm going to make. I know I've been making that since July, but hey, it's only November. Will it? I guess No, no more questions. That's it. We're at that time. I'll just keep answering questions if I don't stop. So, everybody, again, thank you very much for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed it. The VOD will be up immediately on YouTube. I believe it uses the same link even. So, that will be there if you missed something or just caught us here at the end or want to check back or whatever. So, thanks for joining us today, and keep it easy.
Before we end, I just want to say if you want to follow the project, we are on Blue Sky at DNF2001P. We're also still on Twitter at DNF2001RP and our ModDB page. We also have our community Discord, which is the Duke Nukem Restoration Project community. And we have a pretty good community there, so come hang out. Come follow us.
The best place to get up-to-date stuff. We share, like, some people were asking about ModDB earlier. If you check, join our Discord, we share new screenshots, we share videos. There's some stuff that we share on the Discord that we don't share in other places. So, and also, anything that is new comes to the Discord before it goes anywhere else. So, before it even goes out on Twitter or anything else, you get to announce in the Discord first. So, So yeah.
All right.
If that's everything, then Again.
Thanks for stopping by, everyone.
Yeah. Appreciate everybody coming out and keep it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a great
you're
weekend.
around, all.